Sometimes I be right in your face and hit like Genjutsu in place. That's how it be though, nothing but great effort just to get a C though. Eyes watching but we never seem to be though. Okay, so if you've been following the information for the upcoming Dragon Ball Super, the movie, then you know the main villain is seemingly going to be a new Saiyan that we've never seen or heard of from before. In the trailer, you see Goku, he's, getting ready to gear up against this guy, and it looks as though there's going to be a climactic battle. Now, when I first seen the setting in the trailer, I didn't think much of it. I thought maybe Goku's training in the mountains, this guy crash landed, or whatever the case may be, wherever he came from, whether it be the Goku Black situation, that he came with a time ring, whether he came from Universe 6 or whatever, like, you didn't think nothing of it. Again, you're just looking at this setting in Goku or whatever, but we have a huge potential leak. Obviously, Shueisha puts this information out there, but I don't think that they, give the fans enough credit that they're going to quickly piece things together, because I seen this image, and I want to say I seen it a few days ago, possibly, and I didn't think nothing of it. You just see a bunch of Japanese text, and you see, like, ice or whatever. I was like, but this right here gives us a big indication of the origin of the new Saiyan that's going to be in the Dragon Ball Super movie. Now, again, when you seen the Saiyan, when a lot of us seen it, was like, it looks a little retro. Like, yo, again, if he comes from, Planet Saddle, then what's going on with him? Like, was he in a Saiyan jail down there? Like, what was going on there? But now, with this information, we can assume a lot of things, and possibly even, again, some of the connections he may or may not have to the original Super Saiyan God, or the original Super Saiyan that kind of was the catalyst to Goku's Super Saiyan God, Yamoshi. Now, with this picture, you see that, again, there's a Japanese text, then there's a block of ice. It looks as though, like, icebergs and, like, a mountain of ice or whatever, but within it is a silhouette of what is seemingly the new villain from the Dragon Ball Super movie. It seems as though he's encased within the ice. I'm thinking more or less this is how it's going down. The reason he gets, released from there is Goku possibly blasts an incredible Kamehameha that possibly melts the icebergs. I mean, there's a lot of questions that you gotta ask, like, yo, the Earth got destroyed before, so that means he had to have been wished back, right? Like, there's a lot of things you gotta take into account, because, again, Kid Buu blew up Earth, and we've had plenty of explosions and stuff like that. This man was really lucky, you know what I mean, to be still encased in this ice. It could be that he was underneath in the water, and yeah, he was wished back after the Kid Buu situation, so technically, like, he can't get wished back anymore, which I don't think that's going to be a big deal in the Dragon Ball Super movie, unless he's trying to, like, collect the Dragon Balls for some other reason or something like that, like, or he's just a plain crazy guy, because, again, he looks pretty retro. Again, not too ridiculously retro, but you gotta ask, why is he even here in the first place? If Goku is truly in, our home, and he's just, like, in a mountainside, or if this is on the Universe 6 home planet, there's so many things you gotta ask. Again, okay, if this guy is encased on this, because I'm pretty sure that this is Earth, but let's just say it's in Universe 6, then why the hell was he frozen all this time? What happened there? But if this is on Earth, which I think if Goku's in his normal gi and stuff like that, he's probably at home, unless they went to, Planet Saddle, he went off on his own to train, and possibly he throws a Kamehameha blast, melts the ice or the jail ice that he was encased in, and brings forth this nasty threat. Or likewise, it could have been on Earth. He did the same thing. Again, with Earth is a little bit more tricky because of all of the destruction we had. We know Planet Saddle, the Universe 6 version of Planet Vegeta, we know that they, for the most part, have been getting by. They're not like the pirates, the space tyrants that the Saiyans on our side were. They're more so, peaceful and protecting and good people for the most part. Of course, you have, a couple of, like, the Kales and Cauliflas, especially Caulifla. She was such a babe, but, we have those. But, again, is a possibility Goku and them are visiting there, and he just went and did something stupid. Now, going back to the Planet Earth discussion, right? Why would there be a Saiyan encased in ice on Earth? Planet Vegeta's structure was changed throughout time. Obviously, in the beginning, they had the big fight with the Tuffles because they was sharing a planet. They wanted it their own. They got rid of the Tuffles, and then eventually it became what we saw in Bardock, the father of Goku, where they were sending off their babies to, conquer planets or whatever. So this could have been, if he is in that timeline and he's been in here all this time, maybe he could have been one of the original that was supposed to destroy Earth, or it could go further back. If Toriyama, because a lot of people always say, well, why do you think Yamoshi is going to be in this? Toriyama coincidentally started talking about this Yamoshi, the original Super Saiyan, right around the time of the inception of, hey, the Dragon Ball Super movie is coming, guys. So there's a big possibility, again, that this character has some sort of connection to him. He might not be Yamoshi in particular, because, again, we heard that Yamoshi passed on, and his spirit was what brought forth to bring Super Saiyan God into Goku, obviously the merge of the 6 Saiyans or whatever. Like, he was the one that pretty much did something like that in the past. So I'm thinking that, now I'm looking at it, this might not be Yamoshi. This might be the guy that put down Yamoshi, because Yamoshi, he pretty much was defeated. He couldn't go anymore in the battles, whatever. He lost his peoples and whatnot. Maybe this is the guy, or one of the guys, that took out Yamoshi. Either he ran from wherever he was because he was too weakened, crash landed on Earth, or, whatever the case may be, and stood frozen. There's just so many endless possibilities depending on when this guy was originally alive. If it's ancient times or Yamoshi times, then this dude's been on Earth for a very long time. And it kind of gives me a little bit of Garlic Jr. vibes when he was in the vial. I believe it was in the ocean, and then he got out and did the whole dead zone thing. Kind of gives me that vibe, if that's the case, that he's been just ensnared in this block of ice for all these years. But there's a lot of possibilities. I'm kind of curious. I mean, for starters, which one do you think it fits to go with more? That Goku and company, Vegeta and whoever else wanted to go to Planet Saddle for their big vacation and visit to the Saiyan home planet. You think maybe Goku went there, put on his gi, he's like, I'm gonna walk around a bit, goes to some icy mountains, maybe it's a jail, maybe it's something just that people forgot about, a place, in Planet Saddle that nobody really goes to, and this dude's been frozen in there since, again, the ancient times. Maybe he is the Universe 6 version of Yamoshi, because, we have our counterparts and whatnot. Maybe this is the Universe 6 Yamoshi, and he's been encased in ice on Planet Saddle. Or do you think that this is something to do with our Earth? This was long ago, before Frieza. This was in the Yamoshi days. This guy came here. Maybe he was originally going to be the original one to take out Earth before they came up with, obviously, the more updated structure of just sending tiny babies to conquer planets. Maybe he came to conquer Earth. Who knows? Here's another theory. Maybe he was a loving, peaceful guy that lost somebody that he loved. Maybe he tried to live like an Earthling, similar to, Goku. He was raised as an Earthling or whatever, and Vegeta eventually converted and lived with his Saiyan pride intact, but somewhat like an Earthling as well. Maybe he tried to do the same thing. Some terrible thing happened where maybe humans killed his loved one. He went crazy. Something happened where he got ensnared, and bam, again, so many endless possibilities for what this guy is. Do you think he could potentially be the Universe 6 version of Yamoshi? And again, how strong can he be? Because we know at the end of the day, the Super Saiyan transformation, very outdated. Just because you're Super Saiyan in the Dragon Ball Super era especially, you ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Like, well, actually, they play a lot with the power scaling, but he shouldn't be anything if he's just around there. Even Super Saiyan 2, 3, God, like, unless this is the original versions of the God modes, and that's why it's even stronger. Like, he can just have a normal God form, and obviously he has a green aura, so maybe this is like ancient God form or something like that. That's even stronger than anything that Goku and Vegeta have obtained, because again, if it's just normal Super Saiyan, which obviously he didn't display that, he displayed a green aura, but if it's around that era, again, he'll get waxed in a heartbeat unless he wishes to the Dragon Balls to be stronger than all the Saiyans alive. I mean, there's a possibility there, but it seems pretty cut and dry to me. Goku messes up, this guy comes out, bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, we have a villain. So again, your overall thoughts and expectations. I mean, I'm really excited and hopeful. Again, this guy's been in this ice for a long time. Why is he mad? Why is he attacking? Does he just have that simplistic mentality? Maybe he's from the Bardock era, before Frieza really decided to pull the trigger on planet Earth. Maybe he came to Earth before then, and then again, just something happened where he stood frozen. He didn't know anything of what happened, to Planet Vegeta. He might come out of that ice and say, oh shoot, you're a Saiyan too, yo, let's go back to Planet Vegeta, and be in complete shock to find out my homeworld was destroyed. But then again, if Planet Vegeta had a beast like this guy, why would they not have him fend off Frieza? Why wouldn't he be king? So I'm imagining this guy has to come from Universe 6 or ancient times. I don't think that he's coming from the Bardock era, because again, if he's going to match up our heroes, Goku, Vegeta, in strength, why didn't they just, have him do away with Frieza, unless he was encased just before the attack on Planet Vegeta happened? But he would have been king, somebody that strong. If I'm not mistaken, I believe King Vegeta was only at a power level of like 10,000. This guy had, have to be in the billions or whatever. I don't even know where they're at power scaling wise anymore. This dude has to be legit all that in a bag of chips, and I just don't see him being that from the Bardock era. On top of that, I mean, obviously it's filler, so you can't take too much into it, but it seems as though that would be par for the course what Planet Vegeta and, King Vegeta would do. If somebody was that strong, he would have did away with him a long time ago, similar to what happened with Broly. I think this guy is either Universe 6 or Ancient. Again, your overall thoughts, expectations, I can't wait. This is hype. Very, very cool little tidbit spoiler. It could be that this is just a little promo image and don't think too much into it, but usually stuff like this, there's a reason. He's been in ice. He's somewhere. He's been there for a long time. Goku and him are gonna have a fight. Green aura, a lot of cool stuff. I'm excited. I got my Dragon Ball Super withdrawals right now, bro. I'm getting the sweats, bro. I might have to go to a rehabilitation center just to feel better after all of this. But that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. Also, follow me on Twitch. I'll be gaming late night on there and having a great time at that. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day. Making major moves, laugh and let the haters lose. We don't give a fuck, virginity intact, cream stack. Paper rules, if you heard it, best believe that. But now it's whatever, one day I'll be your favorite, but never. No matter how